Hello, thank you very much for joining me in the studio today where we paint away the stress of everyday life with a creaky seat. Yes, I've got to get some oil, So I'm working on a 10 by 8 canvas. Now I recently did a live on gesso. Yes, I did, and that is available in the iCards, the re-edited version, because we had a few problems with the sound, so I've had to re-edit that. So it's fine now, and hopefully I've cured the problems with sound, except for my creaky seat. Now, this canvas I picked up from that shop that I was in, and it's quite a well-known brand, but you can see there is marks on the surface of the canvas, and this is primed by the company that made it. It's triple primed. I am not going to gesso on that. I've just drawn a few outlines, and I want to see if there's any major difference with this. I don't know if there is, but I know the paint is not going to flow as smooth, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's have a look at the colours that I've got. I've got some ultramarine blue, I've got some Prussian blue, I've got some mid-yellow, mid-red, burnt umber, white and black. As you know, I don't use a lot of colours. I don't believe in it. And there's some medium mix there, which you will find on the website, www.live5art.co.uk. I've added a bit of water to that, and that's all the fluid I'm going to use to thin down my paints. I have got flow improvers and retarders, which I am not going to try not to use today, if I can help it. So these are the brushes that I'm currently using at the moment. There you go. Again, these are available on the website, www.live5art.co.uk. They are very, very good brushes, and unbranded, and I haven't got many left in stock, so please, if you want to grab a bargain, that's the place to go, is www.live5art.co.uk for the brushes, because once those brushes have gone, I can tell you they have gone because they're bankrupt stock. So I managed to buy a batch of them, and I thought, well, I just as well buy them and give them to you at a good rate. So there we go. So if you want to grab a cheap brush, then that's the place to go, is www.live5art.co.uk. So I'm going to pick up some titanium white, a little bit of ultramarine blue. Look at that, wonderful, wonderful colour. So I thought we'd do a multicoloured painting today. I've been trying to do a few different things with different colours and stuff that we playing around with. I've just penciled over that, so I don't want this blue to go everywhere. I want a little bit here and there, like this. I want it to look like a pastel-y type of watercolour painting, but you know, it's not going on too bad. There's a little bit of grease on there, I can feel, but you know, just to prove a point that, you know, a lot of you don't want to pre-gesso your canvases, and you don't need to. Personally, I would rather gesso my canvas, but that's entirely up to you. This is what I'm saying. But I want to be as open as I possibly can, and if I can do something and prove to you that it can be done, I'm not preaching to anybody in any way, shape or form. All I'm saying is that, you know, I'm open-minded with these things. It's basically what I'm saying. I'm stuttering a bit. I'm thinking about what I was going to say then. But I'm open-minded with these things, because I think you've got to have an informed decision and then make your own choices. Because if you haven't got an informed decision, then how can you possibly make your own choices? I don't know. And that's just the way it is. Maybe I should have been a politician. Who knows? Vote for me in the next election. This is what they want. This is what these governments want. They don't want these billionaires and millionaires and stuff like that. They want somebody off the street. They want somebody that's mid-aged and understands how things work, understands the problems that people with working on a budget have lived on the unemployment benefits and state benefits, and I've done that over the years. I've actually lived, when I was first married, I had no option than to claim state benefits. I know how difficult it is, especially these days with the money and stuff, and this is what they want in government. They want somebody that understands the general public and understands the plight of these people that oh, I need a soapbox. I need to stand on the soapbox in London and preach. My mother said I should have always been a preacher. I'm not political in any way, shape or form. Really speaking, I'm not. I just believe in fairness for people, and you know, I don't like being preached to, and I certainly don't like being taken for a ride. And I believe that everybody has got the right to speak their mind. Anyway, I better shut up. Okay, so we got a bit of blue going in there. I'm just going to put my brush there, and I'm going to switch over to another brush. And this is another short flat. I'm going to play around with a bit of yellow. I've got to be careful now because I don't want to put yellow and blue together and make a green. Not quite yet. So I want a bit more white on that. But the problem you've got with painting on something that's not been primed, or you know it's a clean surface, because you don't know, like you've seen all the grease spots on here, you don't really know what has been put on this, or what's it been in contact with dust and even silicone marks and grease and all this type of stuff. You don't know what's been put in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of red to my brush. I'm just taking it off my brush like that. I'm not mixing orange, I put a little bit of paint, the red paint in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just apply that directly to the acrylic yellow that's already on there. So it's just giving that nice subtle change and a nice bit of warmth going against that blue and orange. Compliments, yes, they are. And this is the fun of painting, and I'm trying to build. I painted flowers and stuff before. They're not my favourite thing. You can see, look, how it's dragging. It's not running so smooth. So I'm gonna have to get a touch of medium mix. And if this was gesso, it would run smoother. It would run smoother. It wouldn't drag so much. Whereas what's happening is, that's quite. Let me show you. It's quite coarse. It's a mid-grain canvas, so it has got no. It's got no chalky feeling to it, which is with gesso, you get that chalky feeling, and the paint tends to, in many cases, run a bit smoother. So all I'm doing is just trying to build up blocks of colour, and I might have to put a couple of layers on this. I'm just going to go into a bit of darker red. Oh dear me. Politicians, I don't know. It's a plague of everybody's lives. But we got to have them. It's better to have them and not need them, and need them and not have them. Oh dear. I learned that saying many years ago. I was working as an insurance salesman. Never, Clive. Yes, I was. I worked as an insurance salesman many years ago. For an American company called Combined Insurance Company of America. Did you really? Yes, I did. And one of the hardest jobs I've ever done in my life was to go around knocking doors and saying, whereas better to have it than not need it than need it having it. Is not true. Yes. But yeah, it's just one of them jobs you do sometimes. I'm going to make a little bit of pink. I don't know why. I just am. I want to put a bit of pink in here. There we go. It's just one of them things you do sometimes between jobs. You know, I've done decorating and cars. I've sold cars and stuff, and you'd be surprised what you do sometimes, especially when you're trying to start a business and money's a bit tight, especially in the old winter period, which is with the industry I'm in currently, which is window cleaning. It gets a bit complicated, to say the least, especially when it's raining and snowing, and you're thinking, oh my God, you know, I got to earn a living. How can I earn a living? And I'm constantly being rained off and that. So what you do is you fill the gaps, and you get out there and you try and, bit of Prussian blue, you try and fill these gaps with little part-time jobs, and that's basically what I did when I was younger. Not so much these days. Not so much these days. But you know, it's fun. It is fun. Pure ultramarine blue. Let's just get some colour into this wonderful looking flower head. Does it look like a flower? I don't mind if it doesn't, but we're going to try and get there. Just try and balance things off a touch. That's going to be getting some red. A lot of reds and blues in this today. Just put a bit there. Never painted a flower before, but give it a try, because you never know if you can succeed or not succeed. And that's what a lot of palettes do, is they succeed. Oh dear. Tarzan was in the jungle. Oh, he was flying through the air, and he landed in this little opening, and he picked up a pack of playing cards, and he called over this leopard thing. He said, "Come here, I want to play cards." And he said, "You sure you want to play with me?" He said, "Yeah, I want to play cards. I've been swinging through the trees all day, and you know, I want to relax. I want to play cards." "Well, I wouldn't play cards with him," said the hyena. He said, "Why's that?" He said, "He's a cheater." Oh dear. And people actually tune in to watch this? I don't know. Yeah. He said, "I got a headache." He said to the cheetah, "I got a headache. I've been swinging through the trees all day today. I got a headache. Have you got any painkillers?" He said, "No, the parrots ate them all." I shall stop. I shall stop. Yes, so it's fun days. Why not? We gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. There's enough crying going on in the world today, especially the way the world is. I'm not happy with the way the world is these days, but we can't do nothing. We've got to live in it, and we've got to get on with people, and we just got to push forward and make the most of things that come ahead. And we've all got our art, which is good. We've all got our art, which is good. So a little bit of red and a little bit of burnt umber. Look, that's going to give you a dark red. You're darkening red without using black. If you use black, it's going to dirty the colour a lot more than if you use a bit of burnt umber. Burnt umber carries a lot of red in it. So you get to a point where you've got like a crimson colour, and it's really good. If you want to lighten some red, just put a little touch of yellow to it. Look, see, so you get a red then that's lighter. It's got a lot more yellow to it. If you want to grey off your red, if you want to deChromerize your red, then you add green to it, and that takes that back. It deChromerizes it, basically makes it dull. There we are. Have a try. Who knows? So we just put a bit of dark colour into this flower shaped thing. What are we doing? I don't know what this colour, this particular flower is. I don't mind. We want to put a bit of red in there, and that. You're just looking for something that's maybe just decorative. If you want a decorative type of painting. See, I hate the way this is not flowing for me. It's scagging, and I don't like that at all. And that's because I haven't primed this canvas, and I'm a great believer in putting gesso on a canvas. And people have said to me, "You don't need to gesso your canvas." And I've done videos on it, and I've done a live on it. So I thought I'd give it a try today and see if I can get the grips with it, and I don't like it. But then again, I suppose that's personal choice. If you've got a choice of something and you don't like the same as me, you obviously wouldn't, because we're different people. We're individuals. Look, that's not flowing. That's terrible. You've got to use a lot more fluid to get this paint to flow. What I find with the gesso canvas, you don't need to do that. Try it out. Gesso half the canvas. You with me? Gesso half the canvas and leave the others part ungessoed, and you pass your paint over the two different sections, and you tell me that it's not easier to paint on gesso. And I was going to say I will eat my hat, but I'm not going to say that, because knowing my luck, I'll have to eat my hat. And I don't want to do that. It's a nice hat. It's been with me a long time, my hat. I like my hat. So I took my Daniel to the Cardiff Museum, because I've been trying for weeks to get the museum to see this Leonardo da Vinci exhibition that I've been dying to see, and I took my grandson Harry the first week and I never got around to seeing it, so I thought, right, I'd take Daniel the following week because he wanted to go and see the dinosaurs and he loves dinosaurs and things, and I thought, oh great, so he's going to see the dinosaurs and he's not going to worry about other things. And then we got there and he decided then he's going to take the camera off me and run round and make a video. So Bambi Clive didn't get to see the things again, so hopefully one day I can. How are we looking? Am I talking too much? Is it looking okay? I hope it is. I want to work a little bit more on there, but that's more detail than anything. I'm going to get some Prussian blue. Some Prussian blue. Do I put... maybe Prussian blue and burnt umber. It's going to make me a blacky type of colour rather than use black. Why have I put black on my palette? I have absolutely no idea. Let's just do it. I don't like this. I don't like the way this is not flowing for me. There we go. There we are. I'm going to do a little bit more to that in a second. I just dipped my brush in my water pot, which I shouldn't have done. I thought I dipped it in the medium mix, but I didn't. So, excuse me. There we are. We're looking like there's something going on there. Put some green that way. I'm just going to cough a second. Oh dear me. I muted that a little bit then because I coughed so hard. I don't know. Just getting a little bit of black. This is just Prussian blue and burnt umber. Just Prussian blue and burnt umber. It's got that black tone to it. There we go. This. Okay. So, ultramarine blue and red is going to give me a purple colour. This ultramarine blue is bordering on the red side, so that's okay. It looks quite dark like that, so if you get a little bit of white, see? You can see the undertone colour, you can see what colour that's going to be. There we are, a little bit of purple. Let's get some more red to it. Right, let's put some black, dark purple. I don't like the way this is dragging. I really don't like the way this is dragging. And get a bit of white straight onto the tip of your brush like this. It's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. So let's add a little bit more red to it. Let's add some white. Yeah, that's quite a red mix, but it's okay. I'm happy with it so far. I'm going to add a little bit more colour into that because I want it to be a little bit brighter than that. That's not a very good purple, I don't think. So, just wash my brush. I'm just going to dry that 1 second because I need to pop to the toilet. If you get old at my age, you need to use a loo a lot. I'm going to dry that and I'm going to run to the toilet and I'll be back at that. Oh, I'm back. That's a long run. I had to run into the house. Dear me, I should have a toilet out here, but I haven't. I haven't got the facilities for it. And, sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm making lessons and I go in, I need a toilet. I need a toilet. And I keep going, I keep painting and sometimes the pain. Yeah, dear me. It's like Dr. Smith on the, what's that TV program I'm thinking of? Lost in Space. Oh, the pain! Oh dear. So just trying to get a little bit of highlight on this flower type painting. You shouldn't have bothered painting flowers. But I want this pastel type of effect. Just building up a bit of colour. Just trying to get it to blend together like that. It's like chalk, like a pastel effect. Somebody's just doing pastel on that. And, I can see that, Let's put a little bit of yellow down there maybe then. Let's just break up a little bit of yellow. Just in there like that. A bit of orange maybe. Like this. Sorry, tell us another joke. No. Oh dear. Right. No more jokes today. I'm trying to be serious. Doesn't pay to be too serious though. Just have a nice quiet little think. There we are. I gotta do my weekly food shop after this, so. Hasn't prices gone up? Food prices, is it the same around the rest of the world, or is it just me? You go into these shops and they go, we've got a fantastic deal on, we've got price cuts and stuff like that. And you go, well, yeah, they've reduced all these. You've got 4 tins of beans for £1. Wow, if you like beans, absolutely fantastic. Why not treat yourself to 4 tins of beans for £1? And then you go down in the rest of the store then, and you find something that you've been buying for the last couple of weeks for like 50p, and it's gone up to £1.50p. So is it just me, or is that what happens around the rest of the world? Are they playing games with us? This is what I want to know. Are they playing games with us? Are they trying to get us to? Are they trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Are they trying to pull the wool over our eyes, these marketeers, these shops and things? I think they are. I think they might be. I think they think, oh, right, so we'll reduce the price on that one and up the price on the other one. That's what we'll do. We'll really confuse them because they've got so used to this particular product. Now they can't live without it. This is what they think. This is what they think. They've been buying that product now for 50p for the last few weeks. And now we're going to just whap it up by £1. Well, not as much as that, that's exaggerating it, but you know what I'm saying. And they bump the price up, and you think, oh, it's not 50p now, it's 65p, and you think, well, I do like that. You know, I enjoy that particular, whatever it is, bar of chocolate, whatever, and you think, oh, I'm looking forward to that tonight. I was going to settle down and watch the film and have a nibble on that bar of chocolate. But I can't now because it's gone up. And I'm on a budget, and you know, what do? Do I buy a bar of chocolate, or do I buy 4 tins of beans? This is where they got you. This is where they have got you. I've got to think about this flower. Think about that flower. That looks like the back of a flower. That looks like the front of a flower. That's just a thing. So we got to think of this. Let's get some Prussian blue. Let's put a definite. Oops, a bit too thin. Let's put a definite bit of dark coming in there like that, and that can come down like that. There you go. Let's just get a bit of ultramarine blue, get a touch of white, just a sparkle up a bit. There we go. There we are indeed. Maybe put a little bit of white on that in a second, I think. Let's just get a bit of blue. It's on the tip of the brush. A bit of white, sorry, on the tip of the brush. So I can lighten that up on the canvas. Just white on the tip of the brush. No blue. Well, any blues on there is what's on brush, so we can try and get a bit of shape to that flower head. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. What's it look like on camera? It looks pretty good, I think. Looks pretty good. We need a definite bit of white in there, I think. There we are. It's just a multicoloured flower. Have a bit of fun, that's what I say. Have a bit of fun. Got a detail brush. White. Okay. Let's try some pure white then, because it doesn't matter if it's pure white, because we're creating some sort of a multicoloured pastel-y type of flowery effect. Dragging a bit of that down. Hope you can see what I'm seeing. Yes. A bit of white, a bit of yellow. Just do that on the edge there like that, and then bring a bit of white and yellow down. Here like that. Block in some colour now. A bit of colour there. Like that. Getting some yellow. I'm really putting the yellow in thick now. I'm not the best at painting flowers, I've just gathered. Not my strong point. But if we don't try, we don't know. If we don't try, we don't succeed. That's why we're all walking and not crawling as human beings. We've learned to walk. Why have we learned to walk? Simple is that we've never given up as children. You know, if we all stop crawling at a certain age, we don't know, we'll all be crawling around. So what we do is we just persevere until we get something right, and we can decide whether, is that the right approach for me? Is that the right thing? Is this the right thing for me to paint? And you might say to yourself, no, I don't really like it. I don't want to paint that. I don't like these flowers. I don't like painting flowers. I'd rather paint an elephant or a lion or a landscape or something like that. That's what you might want to paint. And if you find something you want to paint, then paint it. This is very difficult on here without a gesso. Yeah, just put a little bit of light up there like that, and maybe wash it up quickly. Let's get some nice orange. On the brush. Maybe a pink, Ken. Maybe pink. Let's make a pink, shall we? We have pink flowers, so pink is okay. Would pink work better? Maybe. Just blotch a bit of pink in there. Let's get a little bit of blue. A bit of shadow underneath. There we go. I'm still not fussy about that one there. I'm still not fussy about that one there. I'm not. I don't know what's going on there. Let's get some white, some yellow. Let's make a definite pink. Let's just put some pink there like that. now process. Okay, so that's fine, that's fine. We can let that dry and we can come back to that. I want to put a bit of pink there now. Okay. I don't know. Orange again. There we go. Looking good so far, I think. Orange and blue goes well together. Good compliments. Good compliments. A little bit of fun today, haven't we? Thank you for coming into the studio and coming through the door and joining me here today, because it's been great, and it's nice to know that I got company in the studio and I can get away with talking to myself now, even when this camera's not switched on, because nobody knows when I'm filming and when I'm not filming. And Jane goes, "You filming?" Because I can hear you talking in there. Yes, I'm filming. I'm not. I'm just talking to myself. So that's the way to get around it. I'm not mad. I'm filming. Okay, let's get some. I do like orange. One of my favourite colours is orange. I do like orange. So I just added a bit of white and a bit of yellow. And now I'm mixing a bit of red as well in that. So it's got like a different type of orange colour. Like a peach then. Peachy colour. So let's just put a bit of that peachy colour in like this. There you are. Put a bit of peach in there as well. And let's get some darker colour. A bit more brighter red. Just down there. Maybe a little bit lighter than that. So we need to put a bit of yellow to it for me. To lighten the red we need to add yellow. There we go, see? These could be pansies, couldn't they? Pansies. One of my father's favourite flowers, pansies. God rest his soul. Funny, some things in life is just remind you, a certain smell can remind you of a certain thing that's happened in your life, a certain you're talking to somebody sometimes and you get this rush of emotion and feeling, and something they have said sparks you off and you think, oh, my dad used to say that, my mother used to say that, or my husband used to say that, or whatever, my wife. And it can get you going, can't it? I've talked about my mother a lot lately, because she's been gone now 2.5 years, and you know, I did suffer a lot with anxiety and stress, believe it or not, and I have talked to people about this, and people say, well, you don't come across as if you've been bad on your channel, but it's because art has played such a big part in my life, and it's been such a healing part of my life, and you know, I get great pleasure into coming into the studio and discussing these things with lovely people like yourselves that take the opportunity and the time out of their day to actually listen to me and watch me painting. And it just amazes me that people do that, and it still to this day amazes me that people do that. So there you go. I want to thank you all very, very, very much for joining me in the studio, like I said, every week now, and it just really makes me happy. That's all I can say. There's too much upset and stuff in the world these days, and you know, I just love to just let loose and have fun. Because we can't have fun now at our age. Just a little bit of black. We can't have fun at a certain age in our lives, then what's the point in living? That's what I say. Let's just enjoy ourselves, and just, I want to put a bit of black. I want a bit of black now there. A bit of black really does set things off. Believe it or not, a lot of the Impressionists didn't like using black. They didn't believe in using black. But I personally think that a little bit of black used in the correct way can just lift a painting the same way as using a white even. So you don't need a lot, you just need a little bit, just to give yourself a, see, this is not flowing, I don't like this, I don't like painting, I'm not going to paint without gesso canvas anymore, I've given up. There we go. If you use black in the right way, you can just add a little bit of dimension to your paintings. Believe me, it works a lot. There's going to be people out there say, I don't like black. This is lamp black, by the way. Lamp black. A little bit of history for you. Lamp black originally is from oil lamps. So if you're burning oil lamps where you are, or you've got these glass domes that go over lamps, then it's the soot that gathers in the lamp itself, and you can buy a lamp and you can get your own soot out of these lamps. A lamp black basically was just the pigment they use then, so the black itself is just carbon from the light. There you go. That's where lamp black originated from. Some bright spark decided to empty all the soot out of their lamps and mix a little bit of oil with it, and that was when lamp black was born. So I don't know how long lamp black has been with us, but I know that's where it's basically come from. There you go. I'm not a bit concerned about that flower there, but I think it's sitting okay. I think it is. I think it is. Let's get some of this white yellow type of colour. I'll just put a couple of spots in like this. Oops, that's because that's a bit wet. There you go. Amazing what a little bit of black and white can do with a bit of yellow in it. It really is. It does amaze me sometimes. Just put a little bit of thing around like that. What I'm going to do now is get a, what can I use? I'm just going to use this little tiny short flat, I think. I'm going to mix a bit of green. As he says, I didn't wash my brush, look. I didn't wash my brush. Never mind. Okay, so let's get some yellow. Let's get a bit of ultramarine blue. That's a nice dark green, isn't it? Oh, there we are. Quite wishy-washy, wishy-washy. And just put a few things in like this. Just around and about. Yeah, let's make that a little bit darker. Let's put a bit of Prussian blue to it. Look how different that is. Just a touch of Prussian blue to that yellow. You've got a different green altogether. You've got a different green altogether, look. It's still not behaving itself, this paint. That doesn't matter. Don't overthink these things. No, you shouldn't do that. It's just you've got to be careful with things like this. This is, I've been painting a lot like this lately, and I don't know why. I think I just find myself so relaxed when I'm painting loosely like this, and it's good sometimes just to let yourself go. There we are. What does that look like? That's looking a little bit better, isn't it? We need to put a bit of green down here, I think. Oops. Wipe it off with your finger. And don't tell anybody. Rub it in like that. And nobody's going to know. There we are. Nobody's going to know. So you worked hard on that. Yes, it took me hours. Absolutely hours to work on this. This is what these artists tell you, don't they? They say, we worked on that for for several months to get it looking like that. And some people do, but other people can just paint in 20 minutes and they think, oh, wonderful is that. You know with an artist's eye, you'll know. If you've got an artist's eye, you can judge when people have painted something very quickly or not. It's really that it's that easy really. There we are. That looks quite nice. I want to bring a bit more white into the top. I think let's just get some of this white. If you like what you've seen today, then please like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it's not too many thumbs ups. I have not many thumbs ups. I have some thumbs down. In fact, I get thumbs down every time I upload a video. I get 3 people that'll go like that, and I don't know who they are, and I don't really care because it doesn't worry me. Because as far as I'm concerned, YouTube it's all interaction. So whether you give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up, it doesn't matter to me one bit. I quite enjoy actually seeing why people would react in that way. It makes me laugh. I think, well, if people don't like my videos, then send me a comment and tell me why you don't like your videos, not just decide that I'm just going to be a pain and hide and not tell you anything. I don't mind anyway. Let's put a bit of white around. It upsets a lot of people actually. I'm not one of them, but I do know that people and trolls are going round and they're saying things to channels and stuff, and they're putting people off. And it happens on Facebook, it happens on Instagram, and unfortunately when you're out into the social media platforms, like most of us are, if we're doing things like this, then you're opening yourself up to that type of, I would say, abuse, I think, in many ways. But you know, at the end of the day, you just take people for what they are, and you think to yourselves, oh, okay, well that's your decision, that's your choice, isn't it? You know, if you want to act like that, then you act like that. And there's some nasty people out there. For every nasty person, there's 10 good people. So just remember that. Don't let anybody put you down. Please don't let anybody put you down. Please don't let anybody put you off what you love and what you want to do. Don't. It is the worst thing ever for you to sit there one day and say, I wish I had carried on with my artwork or whatever you were doing. I wish that I'd listened and I didn't let people upset me, because at the end of the day, the majority of these people that say these things are just jealous of you, and they want you to fail, they want you to be upset. And if you take their energy away from them and don't respond to them and don't just let them do what they want to do in their own little miserable trolly lives, then you will be fine at the end of it, and you will still be doing what you love when they're sitting there and they're sitting under their rock with their little computers being really nasty to people. So don't let them upset you, because I certainly don't let it upset me. There you go. I'm quite happy with the way that's turned out. I'm not doing any more to that today. I want to go and have some tea very much. Please click the subscribe button, and there's a support button over there for Patreon, which is $1 a month if you want to pop along and support me. Have fun with this one. It's quite straightforward. I'll put the tracing up on my website, www.clive5art.co.uk.